Married couple, 2 kids and a cat. Okay. Everything looks perfect on the outside. They seem happy. They seem together. The kids seem happy. Everything seems great. They seem like they have their lives together. Careers are going good. They drive good cars, have a nice house. And they're off to spend the afternoon with friends doing something. They're going out for a lunch and the park, whatever. And the interaction with the friends seems great, and they're laughing and they're smiling, and they may hold a hand here or there. And then the moment they get into the car, it is just deadpan silence, misery on their face.
Here's a question for you. Is marriage overrated?
Why aren't people getting married anymore?
A new Pew Research poll found that 2 in 5 young adults think marriage is an outdated tradition.
Marriage rates are at their lowest right now.
Is marriage really even worth it?
More than half of marriages end in divorce.
If you get married, you have to be stuck with this person for the rest of your life, right? That's why you get married. So that's why it's declining. Why would you get married if you want to have just one partner when you can have multiple?
Marriage is stupid.
Welcome to the Married AF podcast, the self-proclaimed greatest marriage and relationship podcast in the world. We are your hosts, Matthew and Monica Powers, and I want to paint a scene for you, baby.
What are you painting?
Oh.
I don't think you're very good at painting.
I'm probably not, but let me lay out the scene. I can't paint, but I can probably explain
You can paint walls.
I can paint walls. I do a great job painting walls.
Painting of a picture.
I'm no Pablo Picasso, but
Come on, Rembrandt, what you got?
Let me paint a little picture for you. Married couple.
Okay.
Let's just say they got 2 kids, right? Boy and a girl. Why not? I'm not describing us. So
No,
don't even
okay.
let your beautiful brain go
You
there.
do this all the time.
Oh, shut up. Okay. Married couple.
Okay.
2 kids.
Sure.
Boy and girl.
Not us.
A cat, not a dog. See, there you go. Suck it. Married couple. 2 kids and a cat. Okay. Everything looks perfect on the outside. They seem happy. They seem together. The kids seem happy. Everything seems great. They seem like they have their lives together. Careers are going good. They drive good cars, have a nice house. And they're off to spend the afternoon with friends doing something. They're going out for a lunch and the park, whatever. And the interaction with the friends seems great, and they're laughing and they're smiling, and they may hold a hand here or there. And then the moment they get into the car, it is just deadpan silence, misery on their face, not happy at all, barely speaking to one another, talking about just the thing that they have to do when they get home. Oh, don't forget to do the laundry. Don't forget you got this week. Don't forget so-and-so has basketball to do. And that's the conversation. And they get home, and there's just that misery. But while they were with their friends, everything was perfect. I even took great social media pictures and made some sort of perfect post about the great day they're having with their family and their amazing spouse. And that is what is portrayed to everyone around them, their friends, their family, their social media world. But behind closed doors, in the car, at home, they are absolutely miserable.
Why?
Because they're pretending to be happy for other people's sake. For their own sake, but for other people's sake. We're going to talk about the costs of pretending to be happy in your marriage.
Okay.
Instead of actually being happy, because we know a lot of that happens. People will just pretend. They don't want to admit that there may be an issue.
Right. I get that part, that they don't want to admit that there's an issue, because obviously there's communication lack of, and just about every single possible relationship, not even just marriage. But why would you not want to be happy?
I think people do want to be happy.
But why you got to pretend?
I think they're afraid of the work that it's going to take to be happy.
Lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy and it's sad. But I want to talk about the mistake, not necessarily the mistake, well, the mistakes to get there, but the effects that you're going to pretend to be happy instead of actually striving to be happy. Because most couples, not most, but a lot of couples will have the picture perfect look on the outside. They look so happy and engaged and they're just great, but inside the relationship is dying. And today we want to try and expose some of maybe those subtle signs that everything's not perfect on the outside. It may look that way.
So these people know they're faking it.
Oh, they know they're faking it.
Okay.
They probably don't want to admit it.
Do you think their people know they're faking?
Some people who are really close to them, yeah, I'm sure they can see it. I think if you spend enough time with somebody, you can easily see that, there's something.
That's not true.
Okay, explain.
You can spend a lot of time with somebody, but you might not know their ins and outs of their actual relationship because you might not be with both of them at the same time. You don't get to see their interactions together. And it's just few and far between that you get to see their interactions, and maybe you dismiss some things just because you don't really know how they might really act behind closed doors. There's one way, and only one way, to really know how people act.
Let's hear it.
If it's real or fake.
Okay. And I think I know where you're going with this, but let's hear it.
You go on vacation with people.
100%.
Because the amount of fights that happen at Disney World, it might be the happiest place on earth. But the amount of fights that bust out and we just eat our popcorn. Oh, she's giving it to him.
So we need a break from all the rides and the lines. We're just going to sit here. We're going to watch couples fight over.
We've done
Disney.
that.
We have done that.
Hey, let's go sit here because there's more fights that happen over here.
See what kind of drama we can find today.
It's seriously an episode of whatever reality TV show that's the most popular right now. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, it totally is. And it's funny because the picture that they'll take, they're all smiling in front of the castle, and things are great. They got their ears, they got their Mickey shirts, their Minnie shirts, like things are the greatest ever in front of that picture of the castle. But everything that led up to that split-second snap of a photo and everything after is not what the photo actually portrays. So we want to be able to shed some light into that so people don't get to that point where there is an explosion and it leads to very dark paths, to divorce possibly, to be able to recognize that, hey, we're not happy and we're faking it. We don't need to fake it.
So you're going to give ways. Are we exposing the fake people?
We're going to expose. Well, I'm not naming names.
Well, no,
yes,
I don't know anybody that's this way, or if they are, I refuse to be around them.
We're gonna throw out some red flags and then some things that you can possibly do to get yourself off of this path.
Because
it's not pretty.
Right. I could totally see people thinking, this is us. As me and you, they're thinking, oh, well, y'all look like you have it all together, blah, 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 blah. Well, first of all, I'm not putting everything we possibly do on social media.
No, and we clearly...
Because if I did, people would be even more pissed off because of... People always tell us that, where y'all going this week? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not telling nobody nothing.
No, and listen, we'll be the first to admit we don't have it all together.
No.
I'm not even close to having it all together.
But I'm not going to fake anything.
No, I'll happily tell you things are not always sunshine and rainbows all the time.
I am hardcore against faking.
But I have someone to go through that difficult stuff with. I have you, which is so important to be able to do that. We're going to go through the difficult together. We're going to ride the highs and the lows together. We're a team, me and my lady. So, but why people do this? One, they're fearful of what can happen. They're scared of conflict. They're scared of the possible results. They're scared that divorce may actually happen. They're afraid of what may happen. So they're just going to pretend. They're going through the whole fake it till you make it type thing. But when it comes to your relationship, faking it, you're never going to make it if you continue to fake it.
No. It's going to get worse.
It's going to go worse, and you're just going to have to fake more and more and more. And there's always this pressure to maintain a good, healthy appearance as if everything is all together all the time. Social media is a huge reason for this, as we see people who are perfect on there when they're not.
Right.
They're messed up.
You gave a stat today about social media.
41% of people who were polled, this was a poll.
You said this one at church, right?
Yep. 41% of people who are on social media think more negatively about their lives because of social media. So because they're just there scrolling, 41%.
They're thinking negative.
Think negative about their
themselves.
Lives and have what they would consider a worse life because of social media. Because we look at these people on social media. I mean, you follow, anyone you follow, it's typically going to put the highlight reel. I mean, that's just normal human nature.
Yes.
I get that. But, people will follow these influencers or these couples or whoever, and it looks perfect all the time. Like the house is amazing all the time. Counters are white all the time. They're clean. They're sparkling.
But it don't show the others on the camera.
No, the furniture is perfect. The floors are perfect. Everything is always put into place. The houses are gigantic, and there's a perfect fire in the fireplace while everyone's hanging out, laughing at the perfectly manicured pool next to the yard, and just there's a portrayal that is life. So people look at that, and of course they're going to say, "My God." And they have this picture perfect life. Where did I go wrong to where I get? Well, that's not real life.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's a huge thing. There's this pressure to maintain that appearance.
But I don't understand why they would think, why that's what I want. I don't understand that perception.
Well, I think it's because whenever you look at the people on that, and there's that perception that these people are so happy. I'm not that happy in my relationship. My life is not that happy. I'm not always giggling and laughing and smiling like that. So that must be the true key to happiness, is to achieve everything these people have achieved. And then I too can achieve that level of happiness. Again, it's all a lie.
I understand. But also maybe there's a reason why it's only 41%. And maybe I am in that tiny percent of people who think opposite. I know my childhood. It wasn't the worst, but I knew it's not something that I wanted to continue.
Yeah, you decided to be a generational curse breaker.
I am not doing this. This is not how it's going to be. I will not do this. So I made that happen.
And everyone has the possibility to do that.
Right. But I never looked at someone saying, oh, well, that's got to be how it is, so I'm going to be that way.
Right. No, we have the power to make the change. We just have to decide that we're going to do it.
It's the doing it
Same
that
thing,
people don't want to do.
Same thing in relationship. If your family has always been just a failed relationship after failed relationship, divorce after divorce after divorce, a lot of people just have that mindset, well, this is who our family is. This is going to be my life too. No, you have the power to be able to change that and be the generational curse breaker there. Another reason why people pretend, especially when you look in the church and in Christian marriages, is that there is guilt for admitting that there is a struggle.
What?
There's this perception, especially, not especially, but it happens within the church.
Yeah.
There's a perception that, well, they're Christians, so they have to have it all together all the time. And that's so far from the truth.
The church is not perfection. The church is supposed to be a hospital for the broken.
That's exactly what Jesus said. This is not a country club. It is a hospital for the broken. We all broken. We're all jacked up. We all need it. And we need to admit that, hey, I am nothing but an imperfect person serving a perfect God.
Exactly.
I can't do this without him.
So what are people doing that are red flags?
All right, some major red flags that we're seeing is, number one, you do not miss your spouse when they're gone.
Oh.
And people want their me time. People want to be able to separate. Now, everyone needs their own individual time. I get that.
Go take a long poop.
Go take a long poop. Absolutely. Go take a little walk, for 15 minutes, something like that. But to think of, I don't miss my spouse when they're gone, like, oh, thank God she's finally gone. I can't wrap my brain around that.
What's the point of being married to them?
Exactly.
If that's the case.
When you're happy that they're gone. The second one.
But how would somebody know? Like, you just know yourself?
You would just know yourself. You would know deep down in your soul that, oh my goodness,
nobody else would kind of notice that, maybe?
People wouldn't notice that because we'd never leave people on to see that. But deep down, you would know that, oh my gosh, I am so happy when I'm by myself and my spouse isn't here. That's a red flag. A second one, that you fake enthusiasm when sharing good news. So you faking being happy about good news. Say your spouse came to you with some sort of exciting news or something, and you fake being excited for them. You fake being excited about the whole situation. Putting on that, oh, yeah, that's amazing. A lot of people can be really good at faking that and not being genuine and authentic whenever it comes to celebrating something like that. Of course, the third one, this is plain as day. You avoid physical intimacy. I mean, yeah, why wouldn't you? If you
don't want to be around them,
why would you want to be naked with them?
You have to be fake when your spouse is saying something exciting, and now you aren't going to have sex with them. Duh.
No, you're definitely
If you don't
not.
want to be with them and you have to fake being excited about something, why would you want to? Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, we talk about it often. I mean, sex it's a need.
I could not imagine.
No. It'd be awful. Be awful. Another one, you feel emotionally safer around other people rather than your spouse.
What?
Now that's going to be this may be red flag number 1 for me. You feel.
But how would somebody know that?
Again, people
like
may
internally?
not internally. You know, these questions are for you to ask yourself. Do I fall into this category at all?
Oh.
Like, is this me? Do I feel safer with speaking to my friend or a parent or a sibling, or do I feel safer talking to someone else rather than my spouse? I think these are more internal things of, hey, if this is me, I need to take a long, hard look at it. You fantasize about being single again.
Whoa.
Now listen, when I think about this one,
it makes me sick to my stomach.
Me being single again is terrifying.
Oh, I know exactly what would happen if you were single.
I'd be a monk.
Oh, yeah, right. Are you kidding? The second I die, the second somebody hears I'm dead, you're raising our 2 children all by yourself, it's gonna be a beep show of women fighting in the front yard to see who rings the doorbell first. Are you kidding me?
You're funny.
I know what I got, and I'm not letting it go.
Well, I appreciate that. It's a good thing.
Death is going to have to separate this, okay?
It's a good thing I'm dying before you do. So, yeah, that's a positive of that. But to really think about trying to be single again, trying to date again, I know people who've been divorced and kind of getting back into, being single and dating again. Now, if people tell me this, like, it's so difficult. Not necessarily finding the dates, but one of the biggest things is it's so hard to just talk to people and be on the same page with people and find people with similar interests that you have. Like, it's hard.
Well, it's funny that you bring this up because that makes me think about our fall small group.
Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait.
Single day F.
That's right.
We're seriously doing that because it's been asked. Okay, could y'all do stuff for singles?
Yes, we're gonna
Abso-freaking-lutely.
We're gonna focus on.
I don't know how to tell anybody to go where to find anybody to date, but I'm gonna get you right with Jesus first, and then you can figure out.
Absolutely, we'll give you steps. We'll give you application. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Another one, you're overly busy to avoid downtime together. So instead of sitting on the couch, cuddling, watching a show, just spending time with one another. Oh, I got to go get this done,
or you find time or find something to do, so you don't to avoid sitting down.
Like, I've been meaning to paint that cabinet forever. I better go ahead and go do that right now.
Got to do some man work.
Oh, you know what? The attic needs to be reorganized. I've been putting it off for so long. I got a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just finding things to do to avoid spending time with one another. Another one, you're emotionally flat. Essentially, you don't experience any huge highs. You don't experience any huge lows. There's no deep joy. You're just, It's the best way I could put it. You're just, the whole time. You say I love you out of habit.
Oh.
Not conviction.
Oh, I can tell you exactly those people that do this. And I'm sorry if I'm calling anybody out because this irked me even growing up.
I think I know where you're going, but go. And
I've told you this. Don't ever say this because that means you don't mean it. And I've even told our children because when they got a phone, it was just those 2 words. And it's not personal. Love you.
Yes, just love you. I'm on the same page.
Love you too.
Love you. I love you. No, I love you.
That means nothing.
I love
you.
It's key. It's total key.
It's personal.
You overcompensate in public but feel nothing in private. That was kind of the picture that we were painting to begin with. In public, it is lovey-dovey.
But why?
To put out the perception that everything is good. And again, maybe we're going to fake it long enough just to maybe
get the kids out of high school.
Maybe
and then
this works.
Why does that even matter?
You secretly envy divorced friends.
Whoa.
They're having divorce parties now. It's a huge thing. People love their divorce parties. They're having divorce parties. You envy divorced friends. And like you just said, you're counting down the years until the kids move out. Because it's like they're gone.
That makes me think of couples retreat.
Yes. Yeah, a little bit. just counting down the days. Like they are finally gone. That means we can go our separate ways and do our own thing. The last one, your sex life is robotic and non-existent. Robotic. It is just...
Maybe that makes my mind go a lot of places. I'm so sorry.
We'll talk AI stuff another day.
Virtual reality is already doing that.
I know. No, I'm talking about it. I'm just going through the motions. Like, all right, well, yeah.
Let's get this over with.
All right, I got 10 minutes. Let's get on with it, type of thing. But those types of mentality.
I also could not imagine that either.
No, but those are some definite red flags. And what we learn is that, faking being happy will lead to a slow death. Slow emotional death, slow death of the marriage. It's a sex killer. I mean, it is a long, slow thing. It doesn't just happen. It is a long, slow thing. And what it does is it affects your long-term joy. Just as a person, as a human being, as well as sex. I mean, it's just a terrible, awful thing. When you fake the connection, physical intimacy, it becomes an obligation rather than a desire.
It's like you're... Okay, yay, sorry. I've been ordering you lunch.
Oh, you're the best. You're the best.
Multitasking over here. But I can just imagine someone in this situation like a rock statue. Does that make sense? Just picture them as a stone.
Okay.
All of these little things that you're doing, pretending, it's just chiseling. And it's going to continue. Every single time you fake something or don't want to do that or feel like you can't wait to be away from your spouse, it's a instant chisel. Could you imagine that happening to your body? Because all that is doing is you're tearing away at yourself. None of that is good. It's just going to absolutely destroy you. What are you going to be? You have children. Oh, you're saying this for the children. What kind of legacy are you leaving your children seeing a horrible marriage? What are you teaching them? It's okay to be fake the entire time?
That's exactly what you're teaching them. That's a great description.
So
just slowly,
why? You're just killing yourself.
Slowly but surely, they're just chiseling away, taking little piece by piece, is just gone away, deteriorating.
But because we're not stone and we are human, that is only messing with your brain. You're not going to find happiness because you're going to pretend in every single situation. Say you get out of that marriage and go to the next one. Why would you not do the same thing in that?
You're right.
So why don't you stop caring about what the world says? Stop caring about what the neighbors say. Stop caring about what the people at church think, because honestly, they're probably doing the same thing you are, and nobody has the guts to say it out loud.
Stop caring about everyone else. Care about your spouse.
You got to take care of what's right in front of you.
When the grass looks greener on the other side, means
water yours.
Time to water the lawn. But going through the motions, it creates resentment. And eventually, long-term faking being happy, will lead to affairs, emotional and physical. It'll be that, so-and-so sent me a message on my social media page. I can't wait to reply back to that. And that's exactly what's happening with this. It causes breakups and it is a long-term silent killer.
When you said you got a text message from somebody, I did get a text message from somebody.
What?
I think it's time we tell the people, especially the people that have been following our long overdue process of trying to find a house.
Let's go ahead and hit them.
I just got the official on the site. It's
we
contingent.
We are officially contingent.
We're moving.
It's about time. It's only been about 6 months of
and 5 different houses.
Attempting and trying and everything. We are officially
just makes me so happy.
Contingent. And that is true. Oh my gosh, just so much. I feel like you can breathe now, right?
It's just
it's
I'm all teary-eyed.
We don't have to pretend.
I don't have to pretend. I'm not pretending anything.
We're finally there. Oh, thank goodness.
We knew it was happening all along. It was just...
Well, from the beginning, we said, God, make this clear, make this easy. And nothing about this has been easy.
None of the 4 houses previous to this house.
So far, And we still have some steps to go. We got an inspection and everything, but everything looked good. There was no red flags there that we saw. But so far.
And we are so good at looking at things like that. We just know.
So far, so easy. So, Lord, keep it.
Sell our house now.
So we ain't pretending like some people are. So how to stop pretending and how to reconnect. A few things real quick of what you need to do. If any of these red flags, if this is you, if you're saying, oh yeah, that's me, I'd rather him be gone than be with him. I'd rather do this, whatever that is. If that's
kudos to you for noticing.
That's number one. Name the problem.
Oh.
Name it privately. Declare it privately that, hey, I know this is a problem.
I got to stop doing this.
Name it privately, then together. Hey, this
might be another
problem.
episode, but what if the other spouse doesn't feel that way?
It could happen.
But you guarantee that there's some kind
if it is
if you're already faking that much,
if it really is a real problem, they know. They know if it really is the problem. So one, name the problem. Talk honestly. Say, hey, this is. We talk about
open and judgment-free communication.
Well, we talk about it often. Tell them how you feel, the feelings that you are having, because they're real and they're authentic. Now, they shouldn't be how we make our decisions, but they're real and they're great indicators of what is actually going on. So talk about, hey, this is how this makes me feel. Don't accuse. Don't say you make me feel this way. Hey,
I'm feeling this.
This is how I feel. This is why I feel this way. Not you caused all this, but this is how I'm feeling. And biggest thing, find a way to get help. Talk to people. When you can name what the problem is, you admit it together. You cannot fix this by yourself.
No.
Find wise counsel, whether it's a professional counselor, it's a pastor, maybe it's a couple who has their marriage together at church, has been together for 30-something, 40 years. Talk to them about it. And I guarantee they'll be able to kind of help guide you and would be willing to guide you. But get help, because you will not fix this on your own at all.
No.
Schedule check-ins. Like as you're working through this, make time to talk about it. Don't just say, all right, here's the problem. Great, we recognize it. Let's go talk to Jim and Edna. And let's see what their take is. Okay, they say we can get through it. Great. And then that's it. Continue to talk about it. Continue to check in. Hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How's the work going? How do we think this is going? Intentional communication with each other. Rebuild trust and truth. Start small, create safety, and celebrate whenever you kind of hit those landmarks. Start real small. Hey, let's make a goal together. And then whenever you hit that, bam. And then, of course, prioritize physical connection. Sex, yes, but not just sex. The other parts, too. The holding of hands, the giving a back rub.
Setting the time to be together.
Just
you two, not with the entire family.
A long, extended hug. A longer kiss than just a mwah and go.
Squeeze that booty.
Hold a little longer. Squeeze the booty. Hold each other a little bit longer. Look at each other in each other's eyes.
Play footsie.
Play footsie with each other. It's a huge deal. Just little things.
But if somebody's feet's a little crusty,
go get a pedicure together.
There's your date.
Listen, I'm telling you, pedicures are amazing.
I know.
Yeah, don't nobody want to be rubbing on crusty feet.
I know you get flack for liking pedicures, but no, my man's feet look good. They feel good. I ain't mad about it. I don't want no crusty, scratchy feet rubbing up against me.
Any man who thinks he's too manly to go get a pedicure has never gotten a pedicure, because they are incredible. Go enjoy it with your spouse. So there's some things you can do to stop pretending, start recognizing it, and to move forward. And I want to challenge people this week. Have one real vulnerable conversation with your spouse. Just one. About anything that's going on, anything on your mind. And when I'm talking vulnerable, I mean strip it all away. Strip it. Do it butt naked if you have to.
I was just thinking, is he talking about clothes? Because when you did that, I just,
I don't
you were
hate
just
it.
naked
Don't
in my brain.
Hey, it's a win for me. But I mean, talk about being vulnerable. Strip down naked and have a real conversation with each other.
All the flaws are out.
Everything is out. I mean, that's definitely it. But I want to challenge people to do that. Do that. Have one super vulnerable, this is how I'm feeling conversation with your spouse and see where it goes, especially if you're recognizing some of this. And this is what you're seeing. It could be a game changer for you to be able to actually see what's happening there to move forward. Don't fake your happiness.
No, it's not worth it.
Be authentically happy, joyful. That's what we want to see for everybody. But if you're not, it's okay to admit you're not. It's okay to admit the struggle because you have someone to walk this through with.
Now that you know, move forward.
Move forward. Do you have any final thoughts about faking it till you're making it?
It should not be done in a relationship.
No, it shouldn't. Now that I know lunch is on the way, I'm hungry. So let's get out of here and eat some lunch. God, we love you. We are so thankful for what you do. We are so thankful we are here, that we get to serve you and do something that you have called us to. And we just pray that that is exactly what we're doing. If anything that we do is not according to you, God, we don't want it. We only want what you desire, and we pray that for every relationship, that you will give this talk to the people who need to hear it in the moment they need to hear it. God, point them to anything that is going to help them in their relationship, but ultimately anything that will point to you. Put people in their lives, no matter who it is, even if it's us, put us in people's lives to be able to impact them, impact their marriage for the kingdom, because that's what it's all about, Lord. We love you and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Play ball.